The air above floor 70 was thick with a silence that felt almost sacred. A silence that had replaced the screams and chaos of battle. Caligulio awoke first to an unfamiliar warmth, a sensation so alien it made his senses question reality itself. And then he noticed the impossible: Krishna, Bernie, Jiwoo, his trusted aides, all lying still, unmoving. The scene should have been one of mourning, of horror, but it wasn't. A figure with hair that shimmered like moonlight over steel hovered over them, his hand raised, and from his palm, a light so dazzling it made reality itself seem secondary, spilled across their forms. With each pulse, life returned, gasps and blinks punctuating the once-dead soldiers. Caligulio's mind raced. Memories of Diablo's blade flashing across his mind, yet here they were, breathing, undeniably alive. And then the revelation hit like a thunderclap. They had been resurrected. But not by mercy, not by accident, but by the one they had sought to defeat, Rimuru Tempest, the demon lord himself. His voice was deceptively casual, playful even, yet it carried the weight of absolute authority. The war's still on, but you've all fallen into my hands. You're my pawns now. The contrast was unbearable. His innocent, almost ethereal appearance masking the omnipotence to bend life and death, to wield entire armies as one wields chess pieces. Confusion, awe, and fear collided in the minds of Caligulio and his officers, leaving them grasping for reason, yet finding none. How could death itself be undone? How could the being they feared more than any threat now dictate their very existence? The narrative tension was suffocating, and the audience leans in, craving the mechanics behind this unthinkable resurrection. And then a dive into the arcane and the morally ambiguous. Raphael's voice cuts through, methodical, analytical, almost clinical. Each soul is composed of a heart of data particles surrounded by crystallized energy. It is this structure that makes life negotiable, that allows Rimuru to manipulate existence itself. Pseudo-souls are introduced, vessels capable of sustaining the body without the original soul's energy, a revelation that reframes everything. Basically, I took their souls, plucked the hearts out of them, and transplanted them into the pseudo-souls, along with the bare minimum amount of energy necessary to keep them going. The implications are chilling. These resurrected warriors can move, speak, interact, but they are hollowed of skill, stripped of power, reduced to shadows of what they once were. Life is granted, but autonomy is denied. Rimuru frames it as pragmatism, a strategic tool to control rumors and maintain dominion over the empire. I didn't revive them for their own sakes, but rather to prevent any hateful rumors about us from circulating. 700,000 soldiers, each carefully mapped and reconstituted, standing as both a testament to Rimuru's ingenuity and a monument to the horror of absolute control. The audience is drawn deeper, caught between fascination and dread, unable to look away. The battlefield transforms into a surreal haven. Floor 70, once a crucible of death, becomes a quiet enclave of order. Tents line the ground in meticulous rows, the aroma of warm stew filling the air, grounding the revived soldiers in the simplest symbols of life. Caligulio and his officers confront the existential weight of their new reality. They survived, not by heroism or luck, but by the hand of the one who could have ended them with a thought. Obedience becomes instinctive. Awe replaces ambition. Fear settles into respect. They are alive, yet the cost is complete subjugation. I was once dead, but now I've been brought back to life, by the hands of an ungodly demon lord. The subtle horror lies not in death, but in the realization that survival is conditional, life a tool, autonomy a memory. Even stripped of skill and former pride, the soldiers retain enough strength to endure, yet the Empire's invasion collapses entirely, the hubris of human ambition humbled under the weight of Rimuru's calculated mercy, or calculated dominion. The chapter closes not with triumph, but with quiet reflection. 700,000 souls, breathing, moving, existing, yet bound by the unyielding hand of a demon lord, whose intentions are as precise as they are enigmatic. Resurrection is not an act of kindness. It is power in its purest form, terrifying and hypnotic, a reminder that life and death are negotiable, but freedom is not. The viewer is left suspended, breath caught in the pause between awe and dread, understanding that in this world, control is absolute, and defiance, once possible, is now inconceivable.